and thank you for stopping by to check out our YouTube channel today. And what we're doing is this series of dad activities is sort of what we're calling them. And today what I'm going to try to learn to do is to braid hair. So I've got a 13-year-old daughter, and unfortunately I never engaged with her enough to learn to braid hair, but my 5-year-old, she is much more of a princess than my older daughter, and so she's going to let me try to learn how to braid hair. So this is not an exercise in actually the best way to braid hair. It's really just an idea of something simple that takes a very small amount of time. In a way, just an idea for dads to engage with their daughters. The relationship that you have with your daughter is going to determine so much about how she views relationships later down the road. And so us taking a few minutes, weekly or daily with them will go a long way in helping them. Some of the things that I found as I was just sort of briefly looking over the idea and how important it is to spend time with our daughters, is when I knew that the relationship that I had with my daughter would determine, one, how she views God in the future, but secondly, how she views men, and it'll be a huge factor in the relationships that she chooses to get into as she grows into a woman. But some things I didn't know, and then these are just some stats that I got from a government website, but that said about 70% of teen pregnancies come from homes that have an absent father. That girls that have don't have an active relationship with a father figure have trouble in dating relationships. They're more likely to have eating disorders. They're more likely to be in abusive relationships. And I found this very disturbing, but I think it's sort of good to know that we're even to a point now where in our society is that we have named this thing, there's actually a clinical diagnosis of a fatherless daughter syndrome. And the meaning of that is it's defined as an emotional disorder that stems from issues with lack of trust and self-esteem that lead to repeated dysfunctional decisions in relationships with men. So if you're there and present, then that's awesome. But really speaking in, to your daughters and, telling them how beautiful they are on the inside and outside and how special they are is going to determine what they expect from a future spouse to say and speak into them. So there's tons of power in these little exercises that we're doing. And just remember, the thing is, the goal isn't to learn to make the perfect braid or to anything like that. It's not a contest or a task-oriented thing. It's a relationship activity. So what you'll see is me trying to braid her hair. We got a couple of pictures of the process, and just use this as an idea to sit down with your daughter, take 15 or 20 minutes, and just invest into her life and into her future. I hope you guys stay healthy and safe, and we'll have another one of these videos out in the next couple of days. Thank you, guys. This is braiding Eleanor's hair. Ow. This is our first attempt. Let's see how this goes. So Eleanor, has Daddy ever braided your hair before?
No.
Do you like to have your hair braided?
Yes.
How do you think I'll do?
Great.
Wow, well thank you. Alright, so do you know how to braid hair? No? It's sort of sad that I've been a dad of little girls for 13 years and I've never learned to braid hair. All right, so first, this is not an instructional video. I really don't know what I'm doing. But I've looked, and what you're supposed to do with this to make beautiful little girl braids is get three types of hair here. Three things of hair. And then you go left over center. Let's see. That's right. How's that feel, Eleanor? Does that feel beautiful? Oh, I think I'm sort of getting this. Maybe we should wait till I finish before we make any big conclusions. So, Eleanor, what are some things you like to do right now? What's your favorite thing to do? Oh, keep your head still. Play with what? Your brothers? What kind of games do you like? I can hear you. You like to play with a Bible? Oh, see, I'll do like King of the Mountain. Let's see. Turn and let me look at the back of it. You know, I'm pretty happy with that. Do y'all ever push each other? Oh, y'all don't? So have you ever won? Do you normally win? How do you feel about having a baby brother? Are you excited? How many more baby brothers and sisters you have? Oh my, that's a bunch. Okay, that's it.